everybody, and welcome to today's video. And in today's video we are pumping some slurry. So hopefully you'll see the previous video to this, which is when we were stirring the slurry pit. We put all the dirty water in. We're now spreading some. This is the first load. I've not got the slurry stir in, but I think it might be alright for a few loads. And we'll see what it's like. If it's very watery this load, I'll go and get the slurry stir and drop that in and give it a mix. I got my full. So we're full. It didn't go up the tube as fast as I thought it was going to. So just shut the valve. I'll just take the pipe off and then we'll go and spread this load. Right, so we're on our way to the field now. So the field we're going to go and do first is the field we reseeded last year. So we put all fertiliser on these fields I'm going to do. These are all fields that we've put shut up for third cut. Bit of a desperate measure trying to get some extra silage quick, basically. But with this slurry being quite watery, it should help. Because watery slurry at this time of year will be better than the thick muck, because you run the risk of, if it was too thick, it would just sit on top of the ground. It won't wash into the soil and make the grass grow quick. That's what we need. We need it to grow quick. Want a rapid growth. So that's what we're going to try and aim for. So this is about 5 acres this field, so I'm not going to put more than 5 load on it. Then after that we're going to start pumping it onto our biggest field on the farm, which is 30 acres. So today, that video has just actually gone live today, and when we baled that field and we had our worst crop ever off it. So we're shut up for a third cut, so we'll get that slurried over the next few days. It'll take me I'd say 4 days to slurry that field, just because it's so big and it's farther away. So anyway, no immediate rush. As long as it gets done as soon as possible, it's not too important. But the other big thing is, we've actually had some rain. So we had quite a bit of rain yesterday. And to the extent that I thought I wouldn't actually think we'll be slurry carting today, because I thought it'd be that wet. But because the ground's been so dry, it's not really done too much harm. So it's done a lot more good than harm. So it's still fit for me to go and tanker some slurry out. But it's forecasting more rain tomorrow, so if we get as much out before that as possible, that'll be great, really. Right, so this is the field we're going to tank. So we have put fertiliser on this a couple of days ago. You can actually still see little bits. Fertiliser, just there. Just starting to green up now. We've had some rain though. The milk cows are there, so I'm just going to have to keep shutting the gate every time so that they don't come in here. Right, so I've learned from my lesson. That load was way too watery. So I think it should probably be a bit thicker than that. So I'm going to go and get a slurry stirrer now, drop that in before I get the next load out. I've been trying to take a shortcut by not stirring it today. When I stirred it yesterday, I thought it'd be fine. But yeah, we'll drop the slurry stirrer in, give it a quick whisk while we'll get the next load on, and hopefully it thickens up a little bit. So that were a better load, a lot thicker. So worth putting the slurry stirrer in, because I don't really want to be spreading water on its own. It's a lot nicer when it's got a nice brown colour to it. Makes me feel like it's going to make the grass grow a bit more. Well, it looks like it will make grass grow a bit more anyway. But I think since I put fertiliser on this 2 days ago, I think it's grown quite a bit. It's definitely greened up. put it on quite heavy, so it's had about 3,000 gallons to the acre, which is quite a lot really, but it's very watery stuff, and this field will respond to it, well, should respond to it quite well because it's new seeds. So now I'm going to go have some dinner, and then after that I'm going to go and start spreading the 30 acre field. I was doing the big one, the main field, shall we say. But let's just get this little field done. Right, so there it is, all spread. Hopefully that'll make the grass grow. All the seagulls are up there, trying to go for the worms. Naughty seagulls. So hopefully in about 6 weeks time that should be ready for mowing. Get some rain, wash that slurry in. What we don't want is, I know we've been wanting rain all this time, but what we want is like a wet September but a very dry October. That's if we could order the weather forecast. That's not possible at the current moment in time, so we have to put up with what we get. But if we end up with a very wet October, we'll end up with some very wet third cut. But some wet third cut bales is not the end of the world. It's not a complete disaster. It would actually be pretty close to a disaster, but it wouldn't. It's not, because it'd be better than trying to feed cows on fresh air, because at the minute we can't get any grass growing. But one of them, isn't it, this year? This empty, hopefully. Today's Sunday the 31st of August. Just got the mixer going. Over there, stir it. Mix up lovely, like a nice soup. Come on here, you might be able to hear me a bit. Right, so it has rained a lot last night. Well, last night I had probably like 2 hours of straight rain, really nice rain, really welcome rain. So, good thing about that is it will wash the fertiliser in, and it will wash the slurry that we already put on it. Not so good thing about it, I can't really see where James got up to with the slurry spreading yesterday. He did tell me he's got to where's the manhole, so I've started where that manhole is and working across from there. Just hoping that I've got it about right. If I'm overlapping it a bit, it doesn't really matter. Because if I've missed a bit, you might be able to see the strip down the field that ended up didn't get any slurry in probably like a few weeks' time. But we're loading anyway. But yeah, well, I've got the drone with me. The only thing is it's really windy, so I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to shoot it up or not. So I don't it today, I'll only have probably a few load left, if any, after today. I probably need about, I'd say 6 or 7 loads to just finish that field off that I've been doing. I have got my drone with me, but I haven't been able to shoot it up because it's either too windy or it starts raining. Well, not raining too much, only spitting of rain. But Sarah's not really doing much at the minute, apart from moving the muck round, which is a good thing really, to keep the muck moving. So this is load number 4 today. So we did quite well. We did 9 yesterday, 9 the day before, so that's 18. Then I think we did 10 the day before that. So what's that? 28 plus 4, 32 loads we've done so far. But doing quite well really. We'll have it empty soon. And then we won't have to think about emptying it then until after the 3rd cut. And then we'll have to leave it at that then. Oh man, I'm having a right nightmare now. So, it has rained a bit, but it weren't raining just when I tried to shoot my drone up in the air. That shouldn't wobble about like that. So, what's happened is, there were a gust of wind and I was flying a bit close to a tree. So I set it off. Tried to fly, well, I set it off near some trees which I know I shouldn't have done. And there was a gust of wind and it blew it into the tree, and now there's a propeller hanging on. But I think it might be an easy fix. Well, I've watched a YouTube tutorial just on how to fix it. Apparently it's a thing that breaks to stop it from breaking the propeller, called an axis control or something. Propeller axis or something. But hey ho, I'll either have to send it off to get repaired or might have a go fixing it myself if I feel confident enough. But rather annoying. I was really angry with myself when I did it. Honestly, I felt like having a cushion to just thump because I was that angry with myself for doing it. But hey ho, it's one of them. It might not be too bad. It's only that that's broken. Sometimes a drone can hit a tree and it'll just fall to the floor and no damage is done, but it's damaged the arm, so we'll have to wait and see. There won't be any drone footage for a bit until I can get this fixed. But by the time you watch this, I might have already got it fixed, so who knows? But otherwise, 392 is doing well, the tanker. The back end of the tanker's getting a bit mucky. That's because I'm spreading against the wind, which isn't brilliant. So the wind's blowing the muck back onto the tanker. Well, I was when I started yesterday, purely because that's the only way I can really do that field with a small tractor, without having to go down a steep bank. So, but we're doing alright. I think I'll only need like maybe 2 loads, 3 at the most, to just finish that field off, and then we're laughing then, we're done. Jobs are good then. slurry pit is near enough empty. There's a lump under there under the muck hole. That was this morning's muck, and I can't be bothered to stir that in. But this is pretty much empty. It's 11 blocks down, and I think it's 12 blocks deep, so the 12 blocks only just showing. But the way the pipe sits in the bottom of the lagoon, you're always going to have the pipe 6 inches tall, and as soon as it starts showing the top of the pipe out of the pit, it can't load the last bit. So it's as good as empty. So I'm going to take this load now. I'll just need to put the tanker on below, and then we are done. So I've done 3 loads today, and I did 9 loads 3 days in a row. So what's that? 27, 30. Plus that little field that we started with did that have 7 or 8 load? So 38 load? I think we've done quite well there. So that 38 load out of there, and so it holds about 100 load, that Slurry Lagoon. So it wasn't quite half full. I thought it was about half full when we started, but it was a little bit less than half full. So we're going to spread this now, and then that'll be it. We'll shut this field up then. Right, so we are done. We have finished slurry spreading now. So today is the 2nd of September. So I've never ever shot a field up for silage this late before, ever. So a week ago today was when we started putting the fertiliser on for 3rd cut. So in a week we've got nearly 20 tonne of fertiliser spread and emptied the slurry lagoon. So quite happy with that, I'll take that. So what did I say we got? We got 38 load of slurry out, which is good going. So then we've covered 35 acres for slurry. But altogether there's about 140 acres, but it's shut up now for 3rd cut. So it's the most we've ever shut up for 3rd cut ever. Purely because of the situation we're in with the drought we've had in the summer. I mean, the grass is green behind me because we've had the rain. In the past week we've had quite a good bit of rain, which has been really welcome, because it's helped wash this in and it's helped wash the fertiliser in. So hopefully it'll work its magic and hopefully just make the grass grow there. And then we'll get hopefully a decent cut of 3rd cut, fingers crossed, touch wood. Don't know if it's going to turn out that way or not, because we normally shut up ground for 3rd cut like middle of August, not 1st week of September. So it's going to be one of them this year. So hopefully in beginning of October, middle of October, we'll be doing 3rd cut. So watch out for that, whether it's a total disaster. If we get a lot of rain, it'll end up being a very wet 3rd cut. But anyway, hope you've liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and I'll see you all in my next one. I'll see you. Bye.